Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to cilinixfxcapital. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to this new video right here on Ethereum. Your daily updates. Ethereum has been a little bit. It's been kind of the quiet brother of all majors, with Bitcoin and XRP still being extremely strong. Ethereum. Well, I mean, I have to backtrack on my words slightly because Ethereum has actually been able to make higher highs compared to Friday, the 11th of June. Which Bitcoin, of course, has also been able to do. Bitcoin is very, very strong right now. But a coin like XRP hasn't been able to do so. And XRP is also still within the same range. So yeah, it's all relative. But let's get into Ethereum. I wanted to do a full update right here, mainly technically. Fundamentally, there's been a lot of interesting things with Ethereum as well, and with the Ethereum Foundation, which I think is definitely something like if you're interested in Ethereum spot and long term, which I think you should be, especially with the increasing institutional demand. I think that's something worth looking at, and I might be able to put that in a video if you're interested in that as well. It's quite boring to get into in a video, but if you have some time to read through all the Ethereum Foundation blogs and their updates, etc., it's worth it. But for now, let's get into Ethereum. So Ethereum in general has been strong, right? I mean, even though it's been less strong than Bitcoin, that doesn't really say that much. It's still overall ridiculously strong on the higher time frames, right? We still have we still had a major breakout right here above that level between 2850 and 2800. And right now, you know, even though we haven't rallied up much higher over the course of the weekend, which is a bit of well, it's also not that strange. I mean, we also in the weekend spoke about that one of the key reasons why I expected Bitcoin to still rally up higher was because we had a lot of shorts being opened on Bitcoin on Friday and Saturday. And that is something you saw to a lesser extent on Ethereum, which is quite strange, right? Because Ethereum overall in the last 3 years has severely underperformed Bitcoin. So you'd say you see a lot of shorts coming in on Ethereum. Didn't happen. But yeah, so ultimately that's why we expected it to rally up higher, and that's also why Ethereum did not rally up much higher. But ultimately, this is still bullish on the higher time frames, right? The thing is that now the major question is all right. Well, can we from this point of strength, because we are definitely strong, we are definitely bullish. Can we actually rally up higher from here into that next price target, which I would say is around 3,300, something we, for example, also did right here at the beginning of November. We never got a retest. Or are we going to go for that retest at 2,800 to 2,850 and potentially down into that level at 2,700? And are we going to rally up to 3,300 from there? Because rallying into 3,300 is something I do expect, right? Fundamentally, things would have to get much worse for that to not happen. However, I would say that I think it's most likely we're going to pull back first. And that's not only because of all those imbalances, which we do have. We have quite a lot of imbalances to the downside. So those always work as a bit of a magnet pulling prices down. But no, I mean, it's mostly a fundamental thing. If you take a look at the fundamentals right here, not only with Bitcoin making some bearish divergences, Ethereum same thing by the way, but if you take a look at the stock markets, opening below the 4-hour trend, opening below the 7-day rolling VWAP, which is the first time since the 23rd of June that has happened. I think that's meaningful. But outside of that, tomorrow we also have inflation rate data coming out. Today we have a pretty loaded announcement by Donald Trump about the Russia-Ukraine war. So because of those reasons, and like I said, technically as well, with some bearish divergences kicking in right now, with the RSI and the volume, while the price made higher highs, I would say it's most likely we are going to pull back, right? So that we are going to pull back into that area right here at 2,850, 2,800. I would say that's the first level, and I do think we're going to hold that. But there is a potential of a move down into 2,700, 2,680. So as long as you're prepared for that, I think we're fine. And I still think, regardless of those fundamentals, that a move into 3,300 is most likely after. But that is something I'll definitely keep you updated on as well. For now, that's it. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all in my next videos, and bye.